parts of cities. And of course, with that, we want to pass it over to our casters to break it down even further because the games are ready. Let's get the action on. Mustachio, AJ, as well as Husky on the desk. Let's take it over.
Yeah, boy, let's go Kalahari time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is where your positioning will kind of decide your fate. And then later on, we will go into purgatory to see who will pay for their sins.
I'm just going to say the weather is intense as are the atmosphere for the grand finals. Thunder is raging outside, God is watching, and of course, the first one to receive retribution as he gets taken out by Blacklist International, coming in hot in Kalahari, taking down the Grandmasters of this desert map. And of course, Divinity, they want no part of this. They are bailing away, but command post will be given completely to Blacklist International.
Oh, hell yeah, man. The Black Cobra strikes first, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Alert, nervous, considered to be extremely dangerous. But thus far, man, 4 matches, quite docile. The Black Cobra has not struck that much today, Husky.
Yeah, today he feels a bit tame, but perhaps the final 2 games we will see him demonstrate his fangs and just sink it where it hurts. Obviously, if we look back at the overall standings up to this point, Blacklist International, they're not in top 3, so chances of them going forward are a bit slim, but there is still 2 more games for them to get those miracle runs and perhaps qualify. Of course, Yun saving Fastgun while putting them in 3rd place, just 2 points behind AKO, who were also catching up to GeekFam. And speaking about GeekFam, they are in a pretty decent position on Stone Ridge, so not gonna run into any other teams at this, at least for now.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Because we know we know exactly how Kalahari is a map that squeezes those players in, and before you know it, man, chaos just erupts, right? You know, those players go in, they sneak using the vantage points to their advantage to scout out those other teams, you know, go in there for a little bit of a camp as well, learning slowly throughout the 6 weeks when is the best time to strike when it comes to these other guys. And like you said, right, GeekFam might be able to get it done in here today because bloody heads, they just are not in the top 12. but even with that being said, it still looks like, you know, it's not just a freeway for GeekFam to cruise on like what they've done so far. Yep. You know, going in for the 2-2 split, jumping into vehicles and cruising into, you know, battles and slaying. Today's the grand finals. GeekFam needs to focus in a little bit more. And here are the highlighted squads, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Auto Knockout together with Blacklist International. Fennec's going to be taking spot at the Watchtower. But it looks like the tents are going to be occupied by Auto Knockout. GeekFam in the vicinity as well. All hell is going to break loose. GeekFam might be able to come in here for a few quick points, but I don't think they will be able to get a lot though, because the battle between Auto Knockout and Blacklist International is going to be spicy as Manflank gets a couple of shots, but nah, just teases so far, Husky.
Yeah, Manflank getting tagged 155, just gonna blow off his helmet at least, or damage that chest plate. So AKO, they do have a pretty decent compound to work with. I would prefer Blacklist International's control, or at least their side of the territory, but this danger zone will kind of stall out the fight a bit more, as both teams will now have to find cover to not get airstrike. And Blacklist International, they do have first-hand experience of getting hit by those missiles, you know, paging Cobra.
Yeah, but let's see if or not Blacklist I mean, dude, I don't know how much can they do in the final 2 matches, right? Blacklist, but I wouldn't say they did very badly so far. You know, the top 5 is quite good enough, and then you come in here 2 back-to-back crazy matches, and if anybody can do it, it is Blacklist International. If anybody can go in here and breach the 30-point, you know, run in the grand finals of the MCP Major, I am very sure it is Blacklist International. But let's not forget, there are many squads out here in the top 12 that are just so much equal on footing. Gemballs as he gets deleted. It is Embalore as usual. Lay on the ground. Alforte! Man 04 just going in there, licking that plate clean, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What? in the world?
Hold on. Watch this replay. What is this? Was it a bandy? It was
Yeah, the
someone
backstep
from
on Lei. The backstep on Lei.
Yeah, it was Lei. Look at this. You can't. What? He was trying to spray through a full-time turner dome with a double vector. You cannot do that. You have to run in. And obviously he got out damaged. Feels like a blunder from View's side, but there we go. I would say the chances for first place definitely extinguished. Now they just gotta try and make it into the next major by hitting top 6 at least. And speaking about hitting top 6, VPH Velocity about to hit the territory of DBT as they just fly right in with Steady Squad just watching them trying to trespass this compound of Divinity Esports. In fact, VPH Velocity, they already took over that building. Now just gonna try and flush out the two members from DBT. It's 4 against 2 with Ren and Batman on one side. And Void providing back on the Batman to provide retool. Great glue wall to provide a bit of protection for the side of VPH Velocity, but the glue was going to be gunned down and Feitan will stick his head through, trying to land no shot, but Ren finds partner. 2v4 working out in favor of Divinity. Ren is going to be down. Batman recovering himself. VPH Velocity, they just cannot break through this fortress that is DBT. But at least Ramiel finally takes down Ren. That will kind of dampen the firepower from the side of DBT.
Yeah, man. Voidface as well as Batman. Can they get out of here? Now, VPH, they might be a little busy if Steady Squad tries to interfere. Now, VPH, they don't want to go in here for the crazy gameplay as well. 11 teams still standing in. Freedom Rumble going to be taken up against a Blacklist International ever so shortly. Fastkill MY and Do Easy going to be facing off as well. SAF within the vicinity. VPH receiving those shots, but it looks like the retaliation is just a little too premature. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, match number 5. Kalahari. One more round to the final testing grounds at Purgatory. Who is going to reach up to the top, Husky?
Seems like so far GeekFan still has the best chance despite a underwhelming start to round 4, but that does not really matter too much because they still have a pretty sizable lead in terms of points. And in fact, they might see Divinity running past their compound. You know, GeekFan, they don't let people just run across without paying. And in this
you gotta pay the toll, man. You gotta pay the toll.
Yeah, the price is the life. It's the life, you know. He's trying to run out to Batman, but Batman is already out. But guess what? Voidface is stuck now. He's stuck with GeekFan.
and I don't think that's a situation you want to be stuck in.
They found Batman.
Up is Batman, bye-bye. Batman couldn't even flash any sort of warning signals for his squad. Exact right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he will receive the shots, but nothing but just little tiny scratches on GeekFam right now. Voidface, knocked down. Me-roll, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How?
Might be because he fell or he got knocked down by a vehicle.
Yeah, but it's all right because he hasn't been deleted just yet.
Yeah.
Voidface, this is the important person, okay, in view here. Divinity, yeah, they haven't been doing great throughout these 6 weeks, but you know, today with a clean slate, maybe something was going to be better. Freedom Rumble, VPH, this battle will kick off. Ramiel, Ritu's on the ground. Ramiel can come in here. Wonder Kid, Super Sub, but he goes through. What a takedown. Ritu's deleted. Ramiel takes our farm out and he deletes him as well. Wonder Kid, Super Sub, but this time he comes in fourth as the main player for the main squad. Phoenix goes in for the push. Ramiel with another takedown. Joyka this time eats his bullet. Ramiel on the ground and it looks like the retaliation has come through. Come back in here, Husky.
And AKO, they're actually trying to butt in as well. Blacklist International joins in. Blacklist International who gets the final 3 kills. So again, we saw these two teams in the same vicinity. GeekFan, they're not as close as we expected them to be, but AKO seems like they are trying to look for drags, but also have to do with Blacklist International. And this is important for AKO though, because if they get knocked out right now, their chances of overtaking GeekFan will go down the drain. So they have to take out Blacklist International and Blacklist International. They already have 5 points in the bag, and they know that AKO are around 4v4. This is going to be crucial. Cobra will be on the front line with Mr. D, about to be the first point of contact. The Steady Squad will turn their attention towards Do Easy, having them pinned down in that shack. That Steady Squad, they are playing with only 3 man. Shots already taken out early on. So this is going to be pretty tough to hold back Do Easy.
Yeah, man, steady squad Do Easy, 4th and 5th place, mind you, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, in the previous round, right? The qualifiers, when we were going through each and every single week, right? Both of these squads, they kind of, showed us the best versions of themselves.
Yep.
But in here, as we come in with a clean slate, Phoenix getting taken down, but the 2 kills in here so far, Blacklist International still want to rack it up. It's going to be Yun this time, getting taken down by Let's Go, not deleted in just yet, but nah, scratch that. Yun gets deleted immediately by Let's Go, and looks like SAF is going to have the upper hand because Yun, the Wonder Child, has been taken out. Blacklist International in here with a patience gameplay. Auto knockout with the push. SAF, they go in, and it looks like fast kill MY. Newbie backs away. One team will be able to recover his health. Now it looks like Do Easy is just on the horizon right there behind them. So far, so good. But as we cram in here, 10 more squads are still alive. Just 2 taken down so far, which means Insanity is the name of the game as we push on through. It's going to be SAF with the exact same named player. Insanity coming through. It's one team that gets the takedown on Newbie. Insanity might go in for the delete. Nope, he respects his friend. Stain on the takedown. McGrory in there. One team takes Newbie out of the game. Fast kill MY. Did we think they had an opportunity? Yeah. Now, maybe not.
Yeah, definitely not anymore. SAF basically put out whatever remnants of the flames that Fast Kill MY has. Let's Go even find Solar GRX from Do Easy. And in fact, Do Easy, the only thing that they can do right now is try to overpower SAF. McGrory gets down by Man04. Bayet trying to take out 2 members of SAF at one time. You just got to be a bit more elusive. Let's Go gets down. Man04 on the flank, dragged by his white face off screen. Divinity gets out. Man04 is going to secure McGrory, and suddenly it becomes a bit winnable for Do Easy. Bayet finally gets fired out. Man04 trying to come in to... Yes, the duo from Do Easy, they do it. Bayet and Man04. They wipe out the entirety of SAF, but Bayet has to be abandoned. There's no choice. Wilson already closing in. Man, not able to survive as well as he just dives straight into the crosshair of Steady Squad. Do Easy, they bow out with 8 kills in the back, and now AKO about to take the rap of AB Ligers, who we have not seen thus far in this round, as the chance will put the hopes of Freedom Rumble into the dirt, but now they're gonna deal with AKO. Blacklist International on the horizon. Mr. D gonna take it out by Phoenix, and that backstab does work out as Phoenix takes out Mr. D, and AKO about to get a challenge of their life. But guess what? Guess who's not in the frame? Geekfam. We have not seen Geekfam just yet. This is gonna be a pretty huge round for Geekfam. Circle is running away from every one of these teams, and Red turn now with the knee! 2 members of Blacklist International. They come through. Does it land? No, this one does not connect, as Phoenix should be able to bring Manflank and Ajim back up, but AKO have the perimeter surrounded. This might be a good chance for them to pick up these stragglers, as Manflank will be gunned down and deleted by Shogun. AV Ligers seems like they might want to go for the push, as the blue zone will close in 3, 2, 1 seconds. Everybody, they gotta start running.
Oh, absolutely, man. This is crunch time as Cheers takes Shura out of the equation. Miro deleted by Apis. Here comes Geekfam right back into the fray. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we talked about 6 rounds to prove their worth. 6 rounds to come in here and answer all of the questions. Everyone has the fire, but champions know when to ignite the spark. AV Ligers, they come back through. Exact. Suwa on the takedown there. Deleted immediately by the same guy, and it looks like Geekfam is so freaking hungry today. Hazik, they have got the vantage point as well. Lemon on the ground. Hazik exact goes through, and a double delete coming in there back to back. 5 kills in here so far. Ajim right there in front of them. Get deleted by a Geek as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, auto knockout eliminated, and that just leaves us with 3 more squads in here with Geekfam on the rampage. Can they get this done, Husky?
I feel like they got this though. They already took out Blacklist International. The only team standing in between Geekfam and that hat trick is AV Ligers. Now, we've seen this before, but statistically, Geekfam always wins out. And in fact, Geekfam, they're feeling confident. They're looking at the World Series. They're looking at Singapore. They're looking at the 3rd Booyah. They're running at AV Ligers. 3 versus 3 with one guy on our piece providing the backup. Here they go. The rush is there. AV Ligers, they gotta try and fend off Geekfam, and they just too much. And then guess what? AV Ligers out to the last place. Shogun do it. Shogun cannot. This is it, the 3rd Booyah. And guess what? I'm putting it out right now. Geekfam, they are going to Worlds. The ticket has been booked.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.